You know, I think it's only fitting that we finish the year using the dumbest weapon in the game on the dumbest map in the game. Alright, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back once again to Modern Warfare for ostensibly the last time. I say ostensibly because there's a couple caveats here. First of all, obviously I'm not including Warzone in this. I'm really just talking about the multiplayer. I've said this before, but like if it gets to the point where I'm starting to get tired of the Black Ops multiplayer, or maybe it just doesn't grab me or whatever, I'm not coming back to this. I'm probably just gonna play Warzone because I do want to give it a try at some point and like actually try and learn it. And then the other thing is I heard that apparently they're going to be at least trying to support this game in the near future. But yeah, they did say they were going to be supporting the game for at least a little bit after Black Ops comes out. And I know back in like Black Ops 3, for example, I know they were adding new guns like years after the next game came out. So like obviously if they wind up adding like a new sniper or something like that, you know, like a couple months from now or something like that, obviously I'm going to come back and give it a try and see if it's any good. Dude, that's so disgusting. I went in there to reload. Look at this guy. That's so fucking gross. But aside from the situations I just mentioned, this is probably going to be my last video on this game. And yeah, man, it's really been an interesting year, honestly. I know I spent most of the year, you know, complaining about this game and, you know, wishing things were changed and all of this other stuff. But on the whole, do I think it was bad? Not really. I mean, purely from a mechanical and visual perspective, this is the best Call of Duty I've ever played. The movement feels great. All the guns feel great, like in terms of shooting, reloading, like the way they look on screen. Graphically, the game looks really good. That's probably why it's the size of a fucking spaceship. You know, there's just little things about the game that kind of held it back and were never really fixed over the course of the year, and that's kind of why I got frustrated towards the end. It's not so much a Modern Warfare was never great as it is Modern Warfare could have been so much better, and they actively chose to not make it that way. And you know, I know the devs had their vision and all that stuff. You know, I get that. I'm a game designer. I understand. On a certain level, you gotta stick with your guns. I mean, really, the only things that held this game back for me were the map design, the overall weapon balance, and the fact that it never seemed to change no matter what they did to it. I mean, the MP5's been nerfed, what, like 5 times or something, and it's still pretty much the best gun in the game. So it's really just those two things. I know I've complained about skill-based matchmaking to death, and so has everybody else, but I really think all that does is exacerbate the problems that the game already has. Like, to be completely honest, if the snipers were balanced, I don't think I'd really mind skill-based matchmaking all that much. Because my only complaint with skill-based, really, at the end of the day, is just the fact that if I'm in a lobby with a whole bunch of people at my skill level with a sniper rifle, and they're all running MP5s, I'm actually mathematically incapable of succeeding in that lobby. Not because I'm bad, you know, the skill-based matchmaking should theoretically sort that out, but just because the snipers in this game really aren't competitive with what the meta stuff is. It just spawned me in front of those two people. I have no idea how the fuck that's even allowed. That's the other thing. The spawns in this game have been atrocious since day one, and they've never really gotten better. And I don't really want this video to be just me complaining, by the way, because there are a lot of good things to say about the game. You know, like the ones I mentioned before. There are some maps I really enjoy playing, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, I've mentioned this a number of times, but if you're new to the channel, I quit Call of Duty for a number of years. Like, I stopped playing COD really after Ghosts. I played a little bit of Advanced Warfare and, you know, didn't really do much for me. I probably quit that game after about a week. Why? Why would it? I like how I'm trying to. Oh, look at this. Look, this is beautiful. Are you? I like how I'm doing everything in my power to sing this game its praises, and it just doesn't want to let me. But yeah, man, I quit Call of Duty for a long time, and it wasn't just because I had, like, other things going on. It was also because none of them really grabbed me. Like, I looked at Black Ops 3, it kind of looked like the same thing as Advanced Warfare. I really wasn't trying to do that. Nobody liked how Infinite Warfare looked. But yeah, like I said, I really don't want to hate on this game too much, because at the end of the day, I think we're gonna look back on this game, and it'll be remembered as a perfectly okay Call of Duty entry. I mean, there was a point there, especially earlier this year, I was playing this game 4, 5, 6 hours a day. Me and the boys would be on like 2, 3 hours, and then I'd play for another hour or two to record a video afterwards. Like, I was grinding this game for a while. There just really wasn't a reason to keep playing that much, you know? Which is kind of why I'm actually excited for the Prestige system in Black Ops. Because like one of my complaints about this game, right, was once you get to 155, there's really nothing to do, especially at the point in the game I'm at. It's like, what am I gonna do, right? I have Platinum Snipers, I have Obsidian on more or less every gun that I want Obsidian on. I'm not going for Damascus because I really don't feel like using guns I don't like that often. And thanks to skill-based matchmaking, there's no real like tangible reward for trying to work on my game at all. You know, obviously I do want to get better at the game. Like I don't want to stay stagnant in terms of skill level, but at the same time, the drive to improve really isn't there because there's not a payoff for it. Like there's not much of a ranking system, nor should there really be one in this game, I don't think. Dude, concussions in this game last way too fucking long. They really needed to turn that down like years ago. Oh my god. I can't believe I didn't get more than 2 out of that. Fuck me with these concussion grenades, bro. Dude, if you're running concussions on shipment, that actually just tells me you have no gun skill whatsoever. If you can't kill people on shipment without concussion grenades, like, honestly, just quit. You suck. But yeah, so if nothing else, having prestiges will probably keep me on Black Ops for longer. Oddly enough, something I actually would have appreciated in this game, or maybe in Black Ops, would be kind of like the gold camo from Black Ops 1, where like if you get to 15th prestige, you get some ridiculous looking camo. Not saying that I don't think the way they do mastery camos now is good, but I would have appreciated a system like Black Ops is in this game, I think. Just, you know, a reason to continue grinding your prestiges. Like, hey, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel if you get to 15th prestige. Actually, you know, it's funny I'm saying that, because I remember when Black Ops was out, I actually really hated that gold was locked behind 15th prestige. I'd always wished you could buy it for like 1,000,000 COD points or something like that. Before anybody jumps on me for microtransactions, if you haven't been playing the series that long, COD points used to just be like currency you earned in-game. There weren't microtransactions, so before anybody thinks I'm advocating for loot boxes or some shit. But anyway, I mean, progression stuff aside, it's really just, you know, also the game never changed. Like, I'll play a game voluntarily if it's fun, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I continued playing Modern Warfare 3 well after I ran out of things to do on the game. It's really just, you know, there were things about this game I didn't like, and it felt like they never changed and were never going to change. Anyway, I don't really know what the point of this video was. I guess it's just, it's been a pretty crazy year. Like, even thinking about where this game was and like what I was doing when I first bought it. I mean, I know my channel's very small. We only have 30 subscribers. But I mean, this game did do a lot for me. It got me to actually start doing this. I've talked about it before, but this is something I've wanted to do for like a decade and really just didn't ever get around to. I know it's not much, but I'm pretty happy with the way things are going, I think. That's actually ridiculous that I just spawned there. That spawn was nuts. What is going on? I'm so confused. Who is an enemy and who isn't? Help! One more for the VTOL, no! Oh, how many hit markers was that, dude? On the same fucking guy. Dude, stop throwing concussions. It does not make you a good player. You know what I miss? I miss from Modern Warfare 3 where if you had Hardline Pro, dude, that's so fucking gross. Learn to play the game. Anyway, I miss from Modern Warfare 3 where, if you had Hardline Pro, 2 assists would be a kill, like, towards your kill streak or whatever. I loved that shit. That was hilarious. That was cheesy as all fuck, but it was hilarious. How did I join late and I only had 3 kills less than this guy? I'm pretty sure this guy was in the game before I was. So at the end of the day, do I think this is the worst Call of Duty ever? Not really. I mean, it absolutely has its problems. And this is another thing I've definitely said before, but at the end of the day, my biggest frustration with this game is really just the wasted potential. Because I do genuinely believe that if they hadn't doubled down on this goofy shit with the radar and this tactical playstyle, and they'd made changes to try and make this game play a bit more like CODs in the past did, honestly, I think this could have been remembered as one of the best CODs of all time. At least for pubs anyway. I know the pro players and the competitive players and all that CDL shit, I know they have their own set of complaints about like shit not working over there. But just from the pub player's perspective, realistically, I genuinely believe this game had the potential to be one of, if not the best CODs of all time. Like an example of this whole gameplay loop being the issue, right? One thing that I, and I think a lot of other people complain about a lot on this game is the map design. There's not a whole lot of maps that are really worth playing, or at least feel like they're worth playing. But I have a feeling that it's not so much the map design as it is just the way the game is designed to play. The thing that kind of made me think that it's not so much Infinity Ward being incapable of designing maps as it is just the way the game plays not really meshing well with a typical Call of Duty style was when they added back Hard Hat. Because I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like Hard Hat on this game, because like Hardpoint on Hard Hat's pretty good, and really that's mostly because Hardpoint actually makes most of these maps play at least okay, right? But the thing with Hard Hat is I don't remember Hard Hat playing like this in Modern Warfare 3 at all. So I'm wondering if we took some of the maps on this game that just don't play well, right? Like what if we took Piccadilly and put it in like Modern Warfare 3? Would it play better? I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't some maps on this game that on a certain level are just inherently unplayable, right? Like Anea Palace, I struggle to see any game anywhere that Anea Palace would be good on. Actually, speaking of the maps, I did see that a couple people were complaining that Cold War is apparently only going to ship with 8 multiplayer maps. I don't know if that includes the combined arms maps or not, but honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because at this point in the year, I'm pretty sure there are less than 8 maps that I actually play. On Modern Warfare, I'm talking about. Let's see, we got Shoot House. I don't count Shipment. I know I'm playing it now, but like if I was on with my friends trying to actually have fun, I would not be in this playlist. So we got Shoot House, Candor, Vacant, Cheshire. I don't know, what else? What other maps are there even? Dude, come on. This AA-12, bro. Why? Like, just why? Dude, I know I'm in Shipment and I'm asking for it, but like, seriously, it really shouldn't be that much to ask to not have the spawns not work. Like, look at, that's absurd. Like, I know that was to my benefit, but that should not be okay. I'm sitting here, I'm gonna play the way these kids do. Oh wait, I can't play the way those kids do. They're spawning over there. Oh my god, they really are spawning over there. Look at this. And I'm gonna camp for a kill streak. Let's see how well this goes. Okay, well, we got the Harrier. Oh no, their team smart. Why would, like, why? Why? Listen, man, I know they gotta spawn somewhere, but you got a whole map to spawn them on, and you chose to spawn them right in front of my fucking face. You know, honestly, got the win, went positive. I think I'm okay with closing it on that one. You know, it's actually really weird thinking about this right now. I don't think for a single other Call of Duty I ever, like, pinpointed what my last game was gonna be on. I mean, obviously, like I said, this might not be my last game. If they add another weapon or something like that that I'm interested in, I'll come back and give it a try. But yeah, for right now, I'm pretty much closing the chapter on this game, I think. Next time you see me playing COD, it'll be Black Ops Cold War. Anyway, before I get going here, I do just want to extend a thank you to everybody who's subscribed, liked the videos, left comments, whatever, over the year. I mentioned it briefly earlier, but doing this type of thing is something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and the fact that there's literally anybody out there who actually cares to watch this shit, aside from being astounding to me, it's also really nice. So thank you. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like, be sure to subscribe for more content, and yeah, I'll see you all for Black Ops Cold War.